Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike Lowe here, SimSportsGaming.com. Episode 1 of a brand new NCAA 14, Football 14, the last college football game made, at least mainstream game made, for any console. This is PlayStation 3. Again, a classic title. We are starting a brand new, I'm planning to do a coach mode series. I think a lot of people were showing interest on that when I put up the poll. And also put up a poll about which team to start with. I kind of narrowed it down to 4 schools. Those 4 schools being a couple ACC schools, Duke, Wake Forest, USC out in the Pac-12, and then Big 12's Iowa State. And the voting came in and it was very close. It really came down to Iowa State and USC. I personally was kind of rooting for USC. I think there's kind of a cool storyline there with, in real life, Lane Kiffin getting fired in that 2013 season, just about a month into the season. Almost similar to kind of our Raiders stream that we have going for NFL head coach. Is kind of a disagreement. The higher-ups and whatnot at USC just were unhappy, it sounded like, and just ended up dismissing him. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool scenario where we could say, hey, let's go with this. Maybe they dismissed him before the season started. But the folks came in Iowa State. I think this is probably going to be a little bit more of a traditional rebuild, not complete bottom-of-the-barrel, one-star rebuild. But I'm not a huge fan of those. I think kind of starting with a lesser team in a respectable conference. Again, Big 12 is still a very reputable conference here in the 2013 season. So I think Iowa State was a good choice. The reason I picked these schools to begin with was they were teams that had losing records in 2012, yet did not fire their coach. And also didn't have coaches that were only in like their first or second year. I thought that would be a little unrealistic. So really I tried to look around, and of course big, kind of like larger conferences. I didn't really want to start in the MAC with this. I thought that'd be kind of a boring stream. And so, yeah, just kind of went through and looked and said, okay, what schools had losing records? Who would be a good fit to start with? And it really came down to those 4 teams. Again, they've had established coaches there. They've had a chance to kind of turn things around. And I also excluded any team that maybe had like a really good season the year before, because there were some teams who like went like 9-3, and then the next year they kind of had a rough year. I didn't really think they'd probably dismiss a coach like that unless that was a pattern. And so again, it came down to those schools, but the votes came in, and we were going to go with Iowa State, Cyclones, and the Big 12. Some just classic college football teams, of course, in the Big 12, and it should be a lot of fun. It should be a challenge, especially because, number one, coach mode, which looks really cool. I've only dabbled around with this a little bit, so this is a really brand new experience for me. And 2, we are using quite a few house rules, especially with recruiting house rules, which I'll get into here momentarily. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because this will ping you when new episodes of this series or our NFL head coach series comes up. MLB The Show, which I've kind of taken a little break from this week to kind of just give myself a little breather, but I'll be right on schedule. I'm up through Sunday. Whatever tomorrow's date is where I'm through on my schedule. So I'm right on schedule still at the MLB, the original schedule, I guess, for MLB. So yeah, a lot going on the YouTube channel here. So again, hit subscribe for that. You can follow me at Twitter, MikeLowe47. Again, thanks for tuning in. So here we go, right? So what are some things really quick about this particular team? Well, the first thing I can tell you is when I go and look at the roster for this team, it's quite interesting, right? So edit roster, by the way, is kind of the easiest place to go and sort. But if I sort just by overall, our 3 best players on this roster are actually pretty good. The problem is they're all running backs. The other problem is they're all senior running backs. So we have quite a bit of talent here, but unfortunately it's all kind of just plugged into the same position. It's all kind of forced into the same bin. James White, I believe, Tampa Bay Buck in real life, right? He was picked up by them. So again, it looks like a speed back here, but again, just 90 speed, not blazing speed or anything. And again, these are the 2013 rosters here, which is the first year of the NCAA 14 game. We have more of a power back here in Jeff Woody, and we have Chantrell Johnson, another running back. So again, we really just kind of have these guys slotted in our depth chart right in order. I guess we could even look and say, well, would we want to maybe put Jeff Woody in on like a goal line formation? And maybe we would. I like his trucking. So yeah, that's something I'd probably do. I think this game has formation subs, I'm pretty sure. So I would probably do that, and then maybe we leave Johnson as the primary backup instead. Kind of complements more. So yeah, I'll do that real quick. But Otherwise, you know, our quarterback situation is not great. We have Sam Richardson, who's a sophomore. He's a pocket passer, but again, doesn't have a great arm. You can see it's not bad. Hopefully he'll be serviceable. Certainly has room to grow as just a sophomore. The one true freshman that I have not registered on this team is Trevor Hodge. And he's a quarterback. Number one, we needed a third quarterback. And I didn't want to, there's no really reason to have Joel Lanning sitting there. So with his athleticism here with Hodge's 81 speed, he's a guy, he's going to back up. Rohach is really just the third stringer at this point, just for depth. But I wanted to have at least 3 quarterbacks. And we may try to get Trevor Hodge in on some certain formations and things like that. So again, not a bad arm. This guy could end up playing for us sooner rather than later. He's a much better fit for the offense that I'm trying to run here, which is going to be an option spread. So again, kind of similar to like an Ohio State offense. So we'll see. It's not looking pretty. But again, really the story of this particular team for this year at least is going to be running the ball, I hope. It's going to be a really tough division, so we need to try and establish a run here in this particular conference. So that's kind of the story. With that, let me... since we were just talking about it, we can jump in and just throw those formation subs in really quick. So again, they do have formation subs in this game. And if I go to our... Boy, check out this... Look at this goal line here. That's a crazy formation. They don't just have like a regular goal line, huh? I might go switch that out really quick, because... let's see, I just need to figure out where I do that now. I'm trying to remember, but... Oh yeah, coach philosophy. So again, blast from the past here, this game. I know a lot of people had shown some interest in doing a series with this game. I'm going to go one back here. But we will still kind of run more of a spread style offense with that. And I haven't even looked at recruiting yet, so that's where we're actually going to start. We're going to set up our big board here. But let's go to our goal line really quick, and I want to put in, just to make sure we kind of, so we'll put in, where did he go? Jeff Woody will be our goal line back. Oh, and I wanted to put, that quarterback in just a few formations here to start with. Nothing crazy. It'll probably be... just a couple shotgun formations, probably. I have an idea where I want to put them. I'm just seeing if we have these formations in this one. Yeah, so like this one here, where we can kind of, if we catch them in a man-to-man coverage, we could run some pretty clever plays here. So we'll put Hodge in this formation. That should work well. And I can't remember if there was a, that might be the only one I need. I don't think there was a pistol that was all one-sided. Yeah, that's okay. But that formation alone should work out pretty well. Oh yeah, we could probably do this one too. You know what, we'll just start with him just in the shotgun for now though, that's fine. So we got him in. Again, our defense has, you know, some decent players. There's really nothing that's very standout or anything like that. It's going to be a challenge though, for sure. USC would have been fun. I think I agree with the poll in the sense that, again, there was a Twitter poll up looking for what team we wanted to start with this, but some really nice rivalries with Notre Dame and so on, but I mean the Big 12's just got, it could be some really cool stuff. And I think what's nice too is this series we might end up seeing, maybe we take a different job later on. We can end up taking a USC or a Tennessee or a Penn State job later, which could be pretty cool. So I mentioned the red shirts. I redshirted every single freshman so far, minus the quarterback. So again, if I just sort here, and not by rule or anything, it's just these guys were just not developed. I mean, even this left tackle is pretty good rating. He's only 260 pounds on a 6'7" frame, so just no place for a guy like that in the Big 12. He's going to get demolished. So went ahead and redshirted those guys. Our schedule, because I want to play week 1 here today, pretty much a tune-up game to start with, then we'll have an off week. So it'll be the FCS Midwest, again, kind of a Division II fake school. Then we'll be off, and then it'll be at home versus a rival game in Iowa here. So, and then we got Tulsa, And that's kind of our non-conference schedule. You can see it gets tough after this. We got Texas, Texas Tech, Baylor. Look at all these ranked teams. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, TCU, Oklahoma, Kansas, West Virginia to finish out the season. So 6 home, 6 away games. Not going to be an easy schedule. And we'll definitely use these tune-up games to try and learn quite a bit. So coach skill, I started every day at level 1 here. It's kind of the default, so we will build those up as we go. I'm not going to be scouting recruits. That's one of the house rules. We're just going to be recruiting guys off of the actual, just their grades, basically. But I will scout them after they come to the team to kind of see what we look like, and also not to accumulate kind of like an unfair amount of points. I'll still spend those points, but the challenge is going to be after they've committed to the school. So that's going to be pretty wild, right? They actually gave me a pretty nice contract. I don't ever remember seeing a contract like this, but they gave me a 7-year deal. And target wins is 7, so it's a pretty fair contract. I mean, the USC one was scary. That's another reason why I'm kind of glad y'all picked going with Iowa State, because theirs, I think it was a 5-year deal, but they wanted 11 wins on average per season. It's like, whoa, that's not a lot of wiggle room. So this is pretty much like if we make some bowl games and stuff like that, I mean, we're going to be fine. So again, easier said than done. Definitely easier said than done, especially because I auto-generate the schedules. This is the real life schedule for 13, but in future seasons, I don't just rig up and just play cupcakes. I mean, I hit auto-generate and I take what I get. If that's playing Alabama week 1, too bad. So that'll be pretty cool. What else can I show you before we get going? I'm not going to go through the whole depth chart unless people want to see something specific. But basically running a 4-3 multiple defense. It'll be a 4-3, but again, if one year we end up with more strength at linebacker, we might switch things out a little bit. And again, it's a one-back offense, but again, it's more based on kind of a spread style is what I'd like to do, is kind of a mix. And so, what else here? Recruiting's all manually done, of course. Injuries, what I like to do, another house rule, is we will adopt like a sister team, and we will just mirror their images. So like if whoever we end up picking, and it's usually a team with like a very similar schedule, similar bye weeks, we will look and say, oh, their left tackle is out for 6 weeks. Well, then I'll bench my left tackle for 6 weeks to try and simulate that. I haven't gone through and like edited injury ratings or anything like that. And again, this is a 2013, what do you want to call it, roster. House rules right off of Operation Sports. I think the guy's name, I think he's actually banned. I think his username, but it's SEC Elite or something like that, are the sliders I'm using. They're not exactly used for coach mode, but they got pretty good reviews, it looks like, from people. And people, he actually has the slider set, he or she, I guess, has them set up where it's balanced between the AI and CPU, or the CPU and the user, meaning like there's not different sliders for each. So as I go in, I jacked up penalties a lot, so we make sure we get some good penalties. But if you look here, right, QB accuracy 20, it's the same thing for the CPU. The only difference is we play defense on All-American, we play offense on Heisman. So that's kind of the crux of what you're seeing here are those. I've had people actually, even today, I had someone message me on Operation Sports, I think it was, or Twitter, one or the other, and just say, hey, like, what kind of sliders do you recommend? So I don't know for coach yet. I'm not sure. This is kind of a trial and error situation. But for user games, and they take some getting used to, but I would recommend Jake Hitt sliders on Operation Sports. They're awesome. But you really, really, really got to be ready to go. Guys, it's Heisman difficulty with 5 QB accuracy. 5. You cannot push your quarterback until he kind of gets into a rhythm, or you're going to be punting a lot. So again, that's just some of the challenges there. All right, well, let's look at the recruiting board, shall we? We have not even looked at this. So again, here are my kind of basic house rules. House rule number 1 I've talked about a little bit, and that's that I'm not going to scout at all. Number 2 is I will not look at prospects unless they are interested in me. And number 3, I will not be recruiting/offering on a prospect unless another CPU team is. So we're not going to be hoarding those like 4-star players that just go unnoticed and no one's recruiting them. Those guys, if they just fall by the wayside, so be it. I'll just pretend they're academically ineligible or something. So we're trying to keep that within reason. If we look at Iowa State, we only really have one thing going for us, and that's our conference prestige. As I mentioned, this is the days of Johnny Manziel. The Big 12 is still very reputable, and still is today, but back then probably even more so. Above the Big 10, above the ACC. And so, but again, this year there will not be a 14 playoff in the 2013 season. I am comfortable using the editor. So as we move into further seasons, we will be using the 14 tournament, which should be really, really cool because the Big 12, again, Big 12 championship game, all that stuff will come into play there. So again, not looking, it's going to be a challenge for sure. I'm really curious to see, especially in coach mode, like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? So our pipeline states are pretty good. You really can't ask for much more than this. So of course, Iowa, but look at this, Florida, Texas, California. I mean, those are three of the top ones you want to try and get. So we may end up losing California. We're going to probably try to find somebody who's interested in us from California to keep that one going. And so, again, we have to have at least 6 there. So we're looking pretty good for these other states. But so yeah, let's take a look. Again, I'm only looking at prospects who are interested. In the top 100, there's only one player interested in us, and it's a 4-star receiver, which we'll take a look at. So what I'm doing, and all we're doing at this point is just building out our board. There's no recruiting to be done in this first week. It's just looking at our board. So I actually sort by interest, right? So we're only looking at these kind of guys. And remember, we cannot scout. So we're only looking at grades. We get 35 people on the board we can add. We'll probably have to end up trimming this down, but I would just say we just kind of start by throwing some 3-star guys on there. This guy's got us as his top choice. He's out of Missouri. Let's look at his skills. He is a not super fast, good acceleration. That's about it. A decent arm. Again, nothing too crazy. He is, what kind of a quarterback is he? He's a scrambler, so we'll throw him on there. Not crazy about him though. Clint Jackson has us as his 3rd choice. He's got better speed, worse acceleration. He's probably got a worse arm. So again, he's 6'7" though. That's crazy. So we'll throw him on there. It's going to be tough because we don't know. We're not going to scout these guys, right? I'm going to avoid anybody who is at least not like a 64 for now. I mean, we can take a look at his rate. We're going to come back to this guy later. He's got good throwing power with that accuracy. But I want him to at least be like 64 or higher, I would say. So we're going to ignore the rest of these guys, and that's pretty much it. We'll see it just by chance if we get someone from California, but I'm not going to just look for the fast guys. I'm not going to look for these guys later on who aren't recruited. They're coming to us, basically, is how we're doing it. So same thing. A lot of interest in halfback, because again, we have 3 senior halfbacks. So this guy's a 4-star. I mean, definitely going to give him a look. That'll be nice. Anthony Avery. He's not very fast. He's pretty athletic, though. So, yeah, we'll probably take a chance. Again, hopefully some other schools kind of go after him. He's not rated high enough, not rated high enough. These guys are pretty bad here. Jeremiah Finley, 68. It's not bad. Look at that spin move. He's got an ace spin move. He's definitely a guy we'll take a look at. So we'll throw him on there. There's so many running backs we're interested in. It's Gerald Ray. Decent athleticism. Yeah, we'll throw him in there. Again, right now we're just building out a board. We're not committing to anything. We're not even spending recruiting points at this point. So a lot of running backs interested. So again, not a huge surprise since we have a lot of guys who are leaving the team this year. So we got one from North Carolina, Ohio. Ohio's another good pipeline school. So our schools like Georgia and Oklahoma. All right. Fullback. We do have a hole at fullback, but I don't even really care to waste recruiting on it. They're only in really one formation for me, which is goal line. So we're just going to skip that. So receivers, again, looking for guys who are at least 64. Joel Lowe, no relation to Mike Lowe. A speed, all right, there we go. He's 6'5". Nice. Okay, definitely put this guy up in there. Very nice speed. Sam Tate. I'd like him to be rated a little bit higher. Okay, here's that top 100 prospect that's interested in us. Travis Swanson, not the offensive lineman in the NFL, but good speed, good acceleration. Yeah, it looks okay. I mean, 4-star, we'll definitely throw him on there. And a lot of these other ratings are pretty low, so that's it. We'll just go with those guys. Tight end, there's only one. He's not very good. Let's not worry about tight end right now. Tackles, not looking good either. We'll wait on those guys. I don't mind keeping a small board. Here's Matt Ford at guard out of Jennings, Missouri. So yeah, we'll throw him up there. Let's see, it's a pretty good rating to start with. Nice run blocker, okay. Oops. Jacob Allen again, Middleton, Ohio. Alright, throw those guys on the board there. Moving along, not rated high enough. This is Marcus Scott, Glendale Heights, Illinois. Yeah, we'll probably put him on there. He's got a good rating for a 3-star. He's interested. Springfield, Illinois. Probably won't need all these guys, but we'll throw them on there. And just see who kind of sticks around. So that's plenty for centers. All right, on to the defense. Going through this quick here. Now here's a 1-star. He's a JUCO. So I mean, we're gonna have the space for him. Like I don't know. We'll come back to that. Kevin Bell. We're gonna throw him on there. Another JUCO. So we definitely have a couple JUCOs. Look at Bob Stewart. 4-star. Definitely. So I don't think I'm gonna bother with these JUCO guys just yet. Pat Martin, defensive tackle, looks good. A lot of defensive tackles interested. We'll put Michael Setzer on there. Joe Christian. Tyrell Logan. Justin Smith. And that's it. My dog's gagging next to me here. She doesn't like Justin Smith, I think, being on the board. Jonathan Ward. Out of Wisconsin. That's it for outside linebacker. Middle linebacker. We do need middle linebackers. We have a shortage there. So Travis Watson, definitely. Robert Clark. Okay. A couple good options there then. Corner, Stan Ingram. Thomas Jordan. Stanley Rogers. Alright, definitely some decent, we can avoid him for now. Donnie Carter. Excited to see this coach mode. We're going to ignore the JUCO guys for now. It's just a lot of points to spend on guys who only be there half the time. Tyler Jennings, sounds good. Another JUCO, we'll ignore for now. Another JUCO. Oh, JUCOs want to go to Iowa State. Nothing for strong safety. We do need a punter, so hopefully there's some punters who are interested. No. But a Shields, Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. I've never heard of Shields, Michigan in my life. So C and D for his leg. This guy's D and D, so yeah, we'll go with Chad Morris. Alright, let's see if there's any athletes interested. No athletes. Nobody wants to go to Iowa State. So there's our board. It's sitting at 29 guys. That's plenty. I think what we'll do... what's up, Darren? Delante, have I thought of creating prospects out of viewers? Oh, nice. That's a cool idea. I had not. I like that idea, though. I don't think I can create them now because I already started it. But that's a really cool thing for Season 2, and we can kind of check in on your players, see where they go. That's an awesome idea. I like that. So, let's do this. Let's just put these guys in an order, because I think it does actually matter. I just want to at least get these 4-star guys towards the top. So, let's see, reorder. Put you at the top. There's only, I think, maybe 3 4-star guys. Put him at the top. How's the audio, by the way? I have the music going. I just want to make sure I'm not too quiet or anything if the music's too loud. If it is, just let me know. Go and adjust it. A lot of 3 stars, but that's good. I'll take 3 stars. We're gonna need some of that. And again, some of these guys will hopefully surprise us. Some of these guys will probably be duds. So we can just keep these guys in positional order. That's fine. Not worried about that. So 3 4-star guys. We are number 4 for Travis Swanson. We are number 1 for Anthony Avery. That's a pretty sweet name. Out of North Carolina. Swanson, by the way, out of Georgia. And then Bob Stewart out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, has us number 3. So we definitely have a shot at these guys. But again, I want to make sure that the AI is also going to have a shot. So I think we're ready to advance to week 1. Darian just got off work. What's up, Darian? We are playing NCAA football 14. Episode 1 here. We're going to be actually playing week 1. Let me save this just in case I forget to do something. Man, USC had a pretty loaded roster though. That would have been interesting. And I think part of the challenge, I know people like rebuilds. I'm actually not a huge fan of rebuilds because it just kind of creates a weird imbalance, I think, where suddenly Iowa State's like top team in the country. But USC would have been fun because, again, they wanted me to get 11 wins per season in the contract. And it's hard, especially with our recruiting house rules. It's going to be hard to maintain that. And like, there's a lot of big games. I mean, you're playing Notre Dame, you're playing Oregon, Washington. I mean, that would have been really, really cool. But yeah. So anyway, all right. So that's really all there is to do. We set up our recruiting board. We've already redshirted players. I've already set the depth charts because I figured that was boring for you guys to watch. And we did take a glance at the schedule. So I think, and that's why I saved it just in case, but I think we're ready to go. So we're advancing past the preseason, advancing to the regular season. Guys, I feel so bad. My wife and I went for, we just kind of went out by, we didn't go to the beach, but like one of the little beachy areas, just kind of walked around the neighborhood here and took our dog, and I got out of the car and I was spraying sunscreen. And I think I got some in my dog's eyes because she's like home now. She's doing okay, but she's like, her left eye is like really bugging her, and she's laying here. I feel like a terrible dog dad right now. I'm keeping a close, no pun intended, keeping a close eye on her. I think she's coming around. You just don't think, like, you're spraying your legs, you know, and the wind blows, and I think she was next to me and just got in her face a little bit. Terrible. Feel awful, but she's doing okay. She's a trooper. She's just napping next to me here. It's a traumatic day for her in general. She got a bath today. Hates those. You know, that first weekend in the month. It's been a rough day for her. But she's a good dog. So, are you guys interested in watching this week 1 game? Because that's what I was planning to do, is jumping into coach mode, seeing how and I really hope these sliders play well. I have not tested these whatsoever. I kind of use my own penalty sliders. But everything else is pretty much as is. I didn't like use their audio. They had like audio settings and stuff. I just kind of went with default. But we can really quick jump in and look at how our recruiting board looked. I don't think these guys really move the first week. I don't really think much happens, but we could probably see if any AI teams have offered scholarships. So we're not going to be scouting. That's going to be wild. That is going to be wild. So, again, I want to see, I'm just scrolling on these to see if we have any offers yet. I can't remember if the AI does this in the first week. And if not, that's fine. I won't until I know they're being offered. So we'll spread out our points, and I'll probably do this later. I kind of want to jump into the week 1 game here and see how code. Yeah, so they're not really offering scholarships. That's okay. But it looks like we're still in people's tops, at least the top of the list or so. So yeah, we'll come back to that. But again, one of the really strong suits of this game that, gosh, it'd be so cool if like Madden did more of this. But there's just like these little things, right? Like they kind of give you these little weekly updates. Welcome to Ames, coach. It's all about leading the Cyclones to the national championship. Okay, that's quite the statement. I hope it's more than just that you're looking for, especially with only 7 wins per year. Like little job security stuff. Like this is just a really, really cool thing. It tracks the history of your coach and like your record against top 25 teams. I mean, just little stuff. Of course, you get the top stories. So they're kind of going around looking at the big games of the week here. You got Georgia and Clemson, LSU versus TCU, Texas. I'm sorry, Texas. What am I talking about? Florida? Why did I just say Texas? Is the last one Texas? I think I just saw Texas A&M in the background. But yeah, Florida. Again, number 1, Alabama. Probably not a huge surprise there. Number 2, Ohio State. Also probably not a big surprise. Florida State, Pitt. Big ACC game. And I just love that they let you like pull up player profiles to AJ McCarron. Yeah, really, really cool. Preseason polls. Not going to see Iowa State here. But again, we already said Alabama, Ohio State, Stanford, number 3. So just kind of giving you a look there. Notre Dame, number 7. Florida, 10. LSU. Michigan, number 19. Northern Illinois in the mix. Let's scroll down until we... So USC was unranked. Let's see where Iowa State's 59, so that's where we're starting at. Kind of a B- squad, offense and defense, B-. Special teams not so great. Guys, what if we like struggle against this Division II school? I'm gonna be terrified of this stream. It's gonna be pretty scary. Oh yeah, the coaches don't go beyond 25. So yeah, you get that. Conference outlook. This will be interesting, especially in a coach mode. I can't influence this as much as I would be in a played game. All right, so not looking good. Out of the 10 teams in the Big 12, which makes no sense, we are number 9. But I mean, it'd be a nice goal. Like if we could get up into this range, right? If we can get like in the 6th, maybe even number 5, and pull off some upsets, that'd be great. We are one of a couple two-star programs. Are these the only ones? Yeah. So Kansas and Iowa State, kind of the bottom of the barrel as far as the Big 12 is concerned. I don't know if we play Kansas or not. We do, yeah, we do. Towards the end of the year, so. Alright, well, we'll know a lot by the time that game comes around. Heisman watch, let's see who's on the list here for 2013. What's up, Daniel? Johnny Manziel, of course, AJ McCarron, Braxton Miller, a bunch of quarterbacks, Teddy Bridgewater, Marcus Mariota. A lot of these guys made it to the NFL. Some are still around, like Mariota. Preseason All-Americans. Maybe we'll have a running back, maybe. Just seeing if we have anybody, no. Ryan Shazier. Still in Madden. Kind of awkwardly. I think they highlight our players, right? So yeah, nobody there. We gotta have somebody on the all Big 12 though, right? I just think they're like an all freshman team or something. So here's the all Big 12. Dang, nobody first team. Gotta have somebody second team. Come on, there we go. See, we gotta have like a running back. So James White, again, he's gonna be somebody we really try to ride a lot this year. We'll be busy. Championship contenders, again, this screen just kind of shows you kind of like the 4-year outlook, as it says up there for your team. So right now we're ranked 59th. It's not looking like it's improving anytime soon, according to the screen here. You can see some of the schools we're around. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it could really go any direction for sure. I could have started as a coordinator, Delante, but that's never seemed interesting to me. That just seems really, really boring. Let's see if there's any Big 12 schools here towards the top of tough places that we'd have to play. Oklahoma, Texas A&M. I think they're in the SEC by now. Yeah, Nebraska's out of there now. Texas, so no surprise, Texas and Oklahoma. I know we play Texas. I think we play Oklahoma too. Yikes. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, I think we're about set to go. Let's save this real quick here. Call it ISU2. Oops. All right, coach mode time. It gives you a nice little side view. And again, I have hardly even tried coach mode. I know I have to like hike the ball myself, but everything else kind of takes over. But if you have suggestions on like, hey, there's a better camera view or something like that, let me know. It should be pretty cool. We can't really scout this team ahead of time. We don't know what their roster is, but I mean, damn it, there's no excuse. We absolutely should beat these guys. You can see historically, Iowa State, they're about 100 games below 500. Rivals Missouri, Kansas State, Iowa. We play Oklahoma? We do. Oh my gosh, on the road. Get Texas at home though. At least we don't play those teams the same year, or on the road at the same time each year. That'd be tough. Alright, let's jump in. It's game time. Uniforms, I think this team didn't have a ton of variety, which I actually I think this was the team that didn't have a lot of variety. I don't know, I guess they did. So basically you got the red helmet, that's it. You got the red, gold, and white. So you could do like a kind of silly. You got gold pants, that looks pretty good. White pants isn't bad, they kind of look like the Kansas City Chiefs a little bit too much. That's okay. Probably go gold. So I think that's just what the home uniforms. Let's start with our traditional homes. Yeah, that looks good. With the white socks, sure. Shoes, white with team color, or the black with team color. We'll go with the white ones, so it looks good. Oops. Alright, so home uniforms it is. Now, let's see, where do I go to do the coach mode thing? It's right here somewhere. Yeah, coach. So you can switch that to coach. Super, super cool. Alright. Guys, I've never played, ever, a Dynasty game on coach mode. This is the very first time, so I'm going to be really embarrassed. Can you imagine like a new coach somewhere? Young coach comes in and he loses to like a Division II school. That'd be bad. Especially with the schedule we have coming. Daniel asks, I know you've touched on it, but what's your view on dynamic for your slider set? For MLB The Show, yeah, I think dynamic can help you. Give it a shot. I don't see any issue. I think dynamic's a brilliant idea. I just wish they went a little bit deeper than just the OPS, which is all they're really, so the on base plus slugging is all that's measuring. I wish it took into account a lot of the things that I am looking for in the slider sets, like swing and miss percentages and foul ball percentages. And because if they did that, I'd be out of business, which would be great. I wouldn't have to even make a slider set anymore. And if I ever would chat with anybody on that team, that's what I would tell them. It's like, hey, just set it up like this. Like, you already had dynamic difficulty is great. It's a brilliant idea. That and carryover saves, like, that's two of the best things that that game has that other sport titles don't have for their franchise modes. And I just think they need to expand on it. Like, they haven't touched it since they, at least the concept of it, they haven't changed it since they first introduced it. So, but Daniel's struggling. Find a balance with Legend and Hall of Fame. Yeah, for sure. So then I would, give it a shot. But that's all it's going to do. It's just going to flip you kind of in between. But doesn't it give you like Hall of Fame plus and stuff like that? So yeah, it might work for you. So there you can see our 3 best players, all running backs. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do is need to adjust our depth chart.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the
just for the running backs.
Sports NCAA football.
All right, we're playing the Green Rhinos or whatever the hell they are, the Hogs or something.
Innovation that excites. For so much of its history, Iowa State has been an underdog, but you're starting to sense a real positive momentum with this program.
Nice stadium.
And an opportunity for the
Nothing huge.
To storm through with a victory at Jack.
Kind of cool that we have a non-conference rival
that does it for
in
us
Iowa.
On the NCAA college football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
Just keep it simple. Run the ball. We have to be able to run the ball on these guys. If not, we're done for this season. Kind of look like USC jerseys. I like the jerseys though. They're sharp. It also kind of looks like McDonald's. The Iowa State Golden Arches.
It's smack dab in the middle of Iowa. We're at Jack Trice Stadium in Ames for today's game. And now it's time for the coin toss. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Those neck braces, dang. I want to actually defend. I don't really care if we get the ball first or not. Real quick, let me fix up the... I just forgot to put our third string running back as second, because we have our second guy as our goal line kind of power back. So I want to put Johnson. Oops. There we go, just like that. And then I forgot to check if there are any other like power formations. I might. Nothing in ace. Probably just goal line then. Yep. Alright, yeah, that's fine. We're good to go. Time to go. Here we go. Yeah, right. They did a nice job. Iowa State, Darian, I picked them just on Twitter. I narrowed it down at the very beginning of the stream. I talked about it, but I narrowed it down to 4 schools who did not fire their coaches after the 2012 season, but I think had a strong argument where they could have. I posted those 4 schools. It was Duke, Wake Forest, Iowa State, and USC. And I posted it on Twitter. USC came in second. Iowa State had the most votes, so we went with Iowa State. And I do think it'll be a fun story. I kind of want this to be sort of like a, again, a much lower grade version of something like Last Chance U or something like this, where we could kind of go through the drama of a football season on a team that could be a challenge. So, and again, it'll give us some fun future chapters of whether we want to take another job in the future, or do we stay here? So I don't know how these are going to work for when we play just in coach mode. So I'm not going to get too crazy here. I'm going to assume their quarterback's kind of bad, but I don't want to get beat deep though. So we'll just keep it like that. I do want to aggressively hold our blocks. Not sure on catching yet, but definitely don't mind taking some extra penalties just to... They don't call a ton, so... Alright, kickoff time. Do I have to snap the ball here?
Has been waiting all week.
So real quick, see, I love that side angle, but is that the only camera angle? I'm just curious. I like it. I'm just curious if there's like a different one. Visual settings. Standard. Oh yeah, there's... Okay, so I guess standard is the side one. Coordinator cam. Wonder what that one is. Well, let's go with it for a little while and just see how it looks. But if you guys have suggestions on it, I like this side one a lot. I think it's pretty cool.
Get ready, folks. The opening kickoff is finally here.
Oh, so I can't look. I can actually aim the kick. That's crazy. So do I have to actually kick it? I'm going to simulate the kickoffs and whatnot. I think I'd rather simulate special teams. How do you do that, though? Super sim. One play. Oh, I see. Okay, so I have to do a kickoff. That's okay. We'll just do this one. This is pretty nice.
Is officially underway.
Boy, that's a bomb.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
But I think just to get some... This is PS3, Rich. I think this will be... in order for us to get some block kicks and maybe even more missed field goals. I don't know. I put the... Oops, I gotta pick my play.
The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game.
So, like, do I still have to make the adjustments? Okay, I do. So it's kind of like head coach. Guys. Ooh, get the ball. Yes! My coaching career is off to a fantastic start. Look at that.
And he will score.
That's the way to start. Jansen Watson. I like how, as a coach, I don't even know my players' names. Good job, number 2.
It always makes you nervous anytime a defender tries to
I just got here.
Run with it instead of just falling on it. Man, did it work out for him here for a big-time play in the score.
All right. Oh, I'm supposed to super sim this.
Iowa State with a 6-point lead. He makes the PAT. Let's throw it out to Reese now for studio update.
Love these updates. So cool.
Gamecocks came into the game ranked 8th. A hard-fought game. How high can they stay in the poll? In the pregame, David and I thought this was impossible. But look what's happened. A major upset is now complete. North Carolina comes away with a 3-point win. In other games, the Longhorns were ranked 15th. Their job, don't get caught napping. They did that and then some. They hope to move up in the polls next week. And for Texas, their season starts with a win. The Longhorns win it 27-10.
I used to live in Austin.
Wow, you can feel the shockwave
great
caused by
city.
that
Ton of
upset
fun.
all the way to
Okay, so sim. Let's try and sim just the one play. Sim play. So, no return. Alright, now we can exit out, I guess. Yep. Alright, now I'll pay attention and actually pick a defense. Maybe I shouldn't pay attention. You did a pretty darn good job. So they're going 3 wide. I'm going to stick with my...
Well, let's see if the offense can make up for the misfortune they had just a few moments ago.
Brad, it's very important that this offense put that last possession behind them and just focus on trying to put together some positive plays right now.
Iowa State defense.
Did you see how that big defensive line got such a good push on that play? That's exactly why they were able to stop him for a long time.
Well, that's okay, balance. They are definitely not afraid to run the ball.
It's second down and 11 to go.
Keep it on balance. We just bend, don't break here. We should be able to beat these guys. We just want to give up any huge plays.
He's on the run. They bring him down.
The defenders played the snap count perfectly. They found the path into the backfield and didn't let the quarterback get away.
Well, these guys are worse than I thought they'd be. But again, this is Division 2, and it's also very early. We're bringing a blitz. I'm not going to let them sit back there.
From their own 20-yard line, it's third down. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Quick strike, and he drops it. Rutledge was the intended receiver on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It was a good hold by the defense on 3rd down. Now their punt returner will get a chance to make something.
So just to simulate some... I don't know if I want to keep up with this or not. It's kind of fun to watch the punt returns, right? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think on that one. Alright, well, we want to run the ball. Let's start.
They'll take over
Nice
here, ready to start a
simple
new
misdirection
series.
here. Now, I know I have to snap
Iowa
the
State
ball.
is up a score.
Ooh, look at those blocks.
And he's tackled after positive yardage. White gets 6
Held that
yards on
edge
the carry.
beautifully.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Oh yeah, I have to snap it. Forgot about that, guys.
And he's tackled at the 38.
Gain of 1 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
From the 38-yard line.
Come on, we can get 3
Third
yards on these
down.
guys. Ooh, it looks like they're bringing blitz though. Huh? Switch out of this here. Wide open, as I say. Please stay there.
Tackle
Nice.
made at the 32.
The offense gets a first down here. You got to give them some credit. But really, this is more about the defense. When a defense gets an offense to 3rd down,
It would be cool if the players like call their own audibles, like based on their awareness or something. Like if you had a 5th-year senior, he's gonna audible out more often or
time they let their own offense down.
into the right situations. Let's throw a screen pass.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I think Daniel. I think you can do either or. I think you can. Whoa!
He gets rid of this one.
Great job by
All right,
the
those don't
defense
work all
getting
that
after
well.
that quarterback. And right now,
He was
I
up
think
in the
they've
press.
got
I
him
probably
with some
should have
happy
audibled
feet.
on
He
that.
appears to be a bit rattled.
Iowa State is up by a touchdown.
When in Super Sim, you can press R1 for watch play to see it and not kick. Right, but you'll never see a block though, right? Because like they just don't have like you can't see a block unless it's like in a simulated play. I can't try to make him jump either.
Here's the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss.
Guys, if we can't run on this team,
That makes it 3rd and 11.
this could be bad. No. Let's try that high low
And here's
post
another
here.
3rd down.
Slide to the left a little bit. Pick it up. Good job, guys. Great job picking up the blitz. Holy cow.
He flings it. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
He made a really good move at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes all you need to do is throw off the defender's timing just a little bit at the start of the play.
I'm kind of open. There's just this huge guy in front of me. Okay, let's get back to our game plan here. Let's do some power run here.
From the 16-yard line. It's first down. They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like
Get
to
out
take
of
another
here.
peek at this.
Man, as
Oh,
I
that's a
see this
catch.
play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
Let's go. This is ridiculous.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Damn right.
Well, I think the play warranted a review, but the call on the field stands.
So as I was saying, let's go power run here. But Dante, that's not a bad idea. Maybe because there's going to be some dramatic kicks we probably want to see.
Run right side. And down he goes at about the 17-yard line. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Iowa State is up 7. Richardson fakes a handoff. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Brought down right around the 4-yard line.
He had a couple of freight trains coming at him, but
They're
when
a pretty
they
terrible
blitzed,
team.
they created a hole in the coverage, and they took advantage of it.
We only have 2 pitches.
First and goal from the 3. They're knocking on the door. They're packed in tight on the line. That's a great tackle at the 3-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings up second and goal.
Here's play number 10 on the drive.
Freshman quarterback's in.
And a nice move to finish it off. Touchdown.
Oh, late hit. What is that? Good job, freshman quarterback. Didn't get too greedy. So we can sim, Valenti's saying we can watch the play. It's, oh yeah, cool. I want the kick. Nice.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Valenti, how do you know all this random stuff? Yeah, the camera angle's cool. Like, I've never played a full game with it like this, so very, very cool.
They line up to kick this one away.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to have to kick off. This is all part of the, working out the kinks here.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone.
It's looking good so far.
The Cyclones really came prepared to play defense today, and the plan is working.
Well, so far in this game, you've got to tip
Guys
your
like my
cap to the
mustache?
defensive coordinator. He has clearly done a very good job of getting his team ready to play, and they have done a nice job of slowing down this very explosive offense.
Let's give him a little blitz on first down.
The defense was able
Free
to
safety
stop this
blitz here.
offense short on 4th down last time. Let's see what they do this opportunity.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
Brown takes a handoff, taken down as he works the left for a nice game. Brown gets 6 yards on the play.
That'll make it second and 4.
Yeah, but you know random facts, like, you don't even play this game, do you? So, like, knowing random facts is one thing, but, like...
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
We're definitely a team that can play very well in zone. Our top 2 corners are very, very good zone corners. But I like to play man, too.
He's going to try and scramble. He's to the 40. And he has a huge gain.
Yeah, I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks.
Don't see that in Madden much, do you?
He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
From their own 41-yard line. First down.
Let's go!
Gets it out in a hurry.
Oh,
And he's
my
caught.
gosh.
He's taken down around the 34-yard line.
I'm not sure the defender even saw that pass. It was lobbed so high. Great concentration to haul it in.
All right, fair enough, Delonte. He says he played it in 13, just not recently. He just remembers a lot. Don't they say nobody really has a good memory, though? Like, it's all just kind of nonsense. That's why, like,
We've got a
eyewitness
first and
accounts
10.
are usually
Ball on the
terrible.
34-yard line. They'll go with the run
Good job,
once
man.
again.
There we go.
They'll bring him down around the 35-yard line.
This is fun as hell. This coach mode is pretty cool.
That'll bring up second and 11.
So, Delonte, then, if I did like just watch play on offense, they would just pick the offensive play for me and actually run the whole thing, I guess. But again, that kind of takes a lot of it away, obviously. But We can run man-to-man with these guys.
We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 35-yard line. Quick shot to the tight end. He can't pull it in.
That was what I'd call a
like these
power
uniforms.
play in pass defense. He made solid contact and forced the.
It'd be kind of cool. Maybe we move Iowa State to the Big Ten one time or one of these years. Let's see how we want this to unfold. 3rd and 11. Keep
3rd down,
blitzing.
and they need to get it to the 24.
Pass predicting. Spread out that D-line.
The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. Fires that quickly incomplete.
That's not going to be good against a good team. Okay, so if I sim this and I hit watch, but I still don't think you'll ever see any blocks though, which is just kind of a bummer. That was an exciting
This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback.
Brad, this is really a culmination for this head coach. This is his first game. He's moved his family. He's brought all these assistant coaches into this job. They've done a great job of preparing this team to get ready. Now it's about going out and executing. Let's see how he does.
They punched it in for 6 on the last series. Can they do it again?
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing and how to attack a defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job of being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on the money.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's take a blitz. Yep.
Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop at the 25.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
We're going to draw right at these guys.
Third down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line.
First down.
On the ground, up the middle. And he's taken
Some of these
down at the
linebackers drop
33.
back. You're in good shape there. Jump James White. Starting to pick it up a little bit now.
From their own 33-yard line. First down.
One bummer is I can't like do a fake snap. I'm sure Delonte knows a way. He's knows some of the code or something.
Run up the middle.
So probably just put in the contra code from Nintendo and it'll do a try to draw them off.
From their own 37-yard line.
Pushing these guys
Second
around.
down.
Let's switch it to the right here. Nice run.
Nice run up the middle.
Sean Charles Johnson. So we've all 3 backs now.
We've
Got some
played
touches.
one. The Cyclones in front, 14-0. Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the second quarter.
Blitz here.
Quick throw to the tight end. He's tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Sliders are playing pretty well. I haven't seen anything that's
but the
out
defense
of the
didn't
ordinary.
expect it. Sometimes those big guys can fool defenders into thinking they're blocking.
It's kind of weird when only 2 pitches.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I've tried. I mean, R1 is what does it, right? It's not. Those blocks. Oh, come on, number one.
Around the 45-yard line.
Number one, I don't know your name, but you got blocked better than that.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
Just gonna start asking Delonte random stuff like. Second and 13. Let's see if we can get a mismatch on that slot
Here's the
receiver
8th
here.
play of the series.
So the primary receiver here is slot. Bundridge. Let's see if we can catch him. It doesn't look like they're in a blitz. Looks like a cover 2. So we should have somebody. There we go.
And he's tackled around the 29-yard line.
I credit the quarterback on that pass.
Thought would be
He
open,
made a
but
great read and
it was.
delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
Sam Richardson. He was a little upset when I did not redshirt that freshman quarterback. He's out to show me up here. Let's give our fullback some love here.
From the 29-yard line, it's first down. They line up in the jumbo set. And he tackles him hard at the 26-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards.
I don't know if we have a fullback. I feel like I just use my tight ends. I'm trying to remember. Let's do that. Play
And
action
this is the
flag
10th
here.
play of the drive.
Oh,
Throw over the
picked
middle, and
off.
picked off.
Oh my gosh. Iowa State. Here we go.
There you go. If you're going to come back in this game, it's going to start with one play. And maybe that pick is what turns things around for you.
Can't have that. It's going to be a really fun Dynasty. Recruiting's going to be tough. I can't come in and just, rig it.
From their own 25-yard line. First down. Gets to about the 27-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 15 yards. First down.
From their own 42-yard line. First down.
Ooh, nice
There's
play.
some daylight. Gets out to around the 38.
That's a gain of 29. That makes it 1st and 10.
Dang. What's going to happen on a really good team? It's calling plays like this. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I don't want to over blitz. I really think if we just kind of bend but don't break,
1st and 10.
we're going to
Ball
be
on the
fine
38.
against a team like this.
He tackles him for a loss.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Keep breaking blitz here. Oh, I thought he was going to pick it off.
And he's shoved out of bounds around the 33-yard line.
8 on the play. 3rd down.
This is just coach, Ryan. Just doing coach mode here. But it's pretty awesome. I really like this angle. And it's been pretty fun. I mean, having played this game for years and years,
From the 33-yard
it's just different
line.
with the different house rules for recruiting. At the beginning of the stream, we were talking about. It's going to be fun. I mean, I'm playing it. Oh, gosh, look at this. This guy's killing us.
Tackle made right around the 18-yard
We got
line.
to start changing up our game plan here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. 'Cause, I mean, this is fun just playing a Division II team. It's going to be really cool. We play second game of the year. We play Iowa, rival game. That's going to be really, really fun. It's kind of a tune-up, but good grief, guys. We got to start focusing on him a little bit more. I'm going to stop the scrambles too, because I don't. He's not very accurate. So even if he hasn't been hitting open receivers, we'll see if that continues. But
This is the 8th play of this drive.
I know, right, Ryan? This is. Yeah, they did find our weakness. Well, our weakness is we're Iowa State. It's
And he's tackled at
like
the
it's
time
exciting.
of the
Oh, this is a good close game. Oh wait, it's Division II school, and we're at home. My coaching career is going to be just a train wreck at this rate. Oh, what do we do here? 2nd and 5. Let's stick. Oops.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Controller just completely
Iowa State's
glitched out.
going to use their first time out of the half.
Not sure what
here.
happened there. My McDonald's hat. It looks like I work at McDonald's. Like straight up, my coach outfit. It's just these colors are hilarious. I mean, you don't notice it so much on the jerseys, but like when they show the coach, it looks like I'm like the manager at the Ames, Iowa McDonald's. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
What
It's
a play to
it's
set
just
him up
funny
for
to
the
see
first and
like
goal.
on a sideline coach.
That makes it 1st and goal.
It's good stuff, man. Get into management, start making a little money. That's good stuff. That's the way to do it. Well, 1st and goal. Start doing a little QB spy here.
Looking to cap this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, Delonte, I think that will probably happen already, just because my rival is they're in the Big 12 or they're Iowa, and I will I'm sure play Iowa every single year.
That brings him 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Well, my controller is doing goofy things. Stop doing that. I'm going to stick with that
This is the
QB spy.
11th play of this drive.
Look at this.
And down he goes at the 1-yard line.
I almost took a timeout to get in the goal line. I didn't notice they were in a goal line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Power I formation. Oh, well, 3rd and goal. Now I will go to goal line. They got some receivers out there still.
This is the 12th play of this drive.
I'm going to sell out on the run, too.
They're trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense.
They want to pass it. Go, yeah, there we go.
And off to the back, won't score.
I don't trust that the quarter. He's killing us with his legs, but I don't think he can throw against us. So he would have scored too, I think, if I didn't sell that out. Oops, I did sim. That's okay. Sim play. Did he make it? He made it.
Slaughter.
Another house rule I use is always use the
He's ready to
two-person
kick this
kick
one
return.
off.
Otherwise, you'll have the nation's leading returner every year with the same dude returning every kick.
He's out to the 30.
It's a
He's
terrible kick.
taken down at the 32.
Will I be doing the real roster movements? Oh, I'm sorry, that's for Ryan. I was like, what? I was confused there. So this Y trail play, this is a really nice play
We're about to find out what
as
the
a user.
defense can do
Just
this
kind of
time.
read the middle
So much of
linebacker
football's
or the
about
outside
how you respond
linebacker.
to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
No, you can download rosters for this game in-game.
Catches it, and he's looking for more.
You just got to know the user's
Down, right around the 46-yard line.
username. That's a good play. Still want to see us running the ball. Just more power here.
First down, 10 yards to
Sam
go.
Richardson playing well, but
Ball
that
on their own
interception is
46.
ugly. Can't have those every week. Yeah, this view is like watching college
He gets
football.
out
It's
to about
fun.
the 48-yard line.
And there's other views too. I'm curious to try some of these other ones. Like, let's just try a play on that coordinator view. I'm just curious what that even looks like. Is it like from like the press box or something? Because they show you a preview of them, but again, it's always like you know, as if you were like actually playing it. But let's try the coordinator cam. Curious to see what that one looks like. If they even change, they might not even change in coach mode. I'm not sure. Oh, let's do a little play action pass here. Our quarterback's playing pretty well. I just haven't run over
From their
there.
own 48-yard line. It's second
That's
down.
the same view, isn't it? It looks nice when it's at center. They don't have, like, in real life, they have multiple cameras on the sideline in the press box, but... There we go, run it.
Richardson on
This
play
time.
action. He's taken
I was going
down
to say, we haven't seen
around
any
the
penalties yet.
46-yard line.
Looked like one. Face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yep, Ryan, yeah, check their roster once. And, conference real... Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to follow the real conference rules. As far as, like, changes go. We'll see. I mean, I'm open to it. Like, if they're, you know, we can kind of do... By the way, guys, it's so crazy. I'm looking at... I use a Surface Pro as, like, my little computer to stream this out to, and I'm looking at the screen that's, like, underneath my TV. And, like, because I'm like a play ahead of you guys usually. It's like there's a delay. So I'm seeing... If I look at my screen on the Surface Pro, it's like the previous play. It looks like college football. Like when it's from a distance away, it's crazy. Like it looks like something on TV right now. It's pretty awesome. Alright, well, let's give our freshman another look here. Let's let him run an option play. A speed option.
First
So,
down,
true
10 to
freshman
go.
coming in for
Ball
second
on the
play.
31.
Okay.
And they
Hey,
got to him
alright.
before he could get back to the
Drew
line.
penalty.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're giving away
Keep doing
3
that,
yards
guys.
and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
No, I want to stick with the run. Don't need to get too crazy here. Because really, I need to find like what's going to work when we start playing real teams. Like, we haven't run the ball as
18-yard line.
effectively as I
It's
thought.
first down.
And like, I don't want to be figuring this out against Iowa. Look at that one-on-one matchup up top. What the hell, dude?
And that
the
looked
hell?
like a pretty good move as they called timeout before the play clock ran
That's
out.
weird. I think because I was in the slide protection, I just didn't finish. I was trying to look and see like that matchup out there because if he had like a big height advantage, I was going to call an audible. That's okay. It's week 1. I don't mind taking those timeouts like that. Let's get our freshman quarterback in just as a decoy here.
We've got
Just
a
hand the
first and
ball
10.
off.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not going to be because he's under center. So I'm trying to look. Oh, I don't have the coach thing to actually pull up the matchups because I swear there's a linebacker on that slot receiver in the middle. But it's okay.
Tackled after decent pickup.
Oh, James White.
Gains around 6 yards on the run.
That brings him second and 5.
Man, not running all that well. Just going to stick with it. I'm trying to run out this clock, too. Get a little motion going here.
Second and 5. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Looks like man coverage. Just seeing if there's a way to fake snap it, but there's not. Big hole that opened
They'll
up.
bring him
Nice.
down at the 4-yard line.
Makes it first and goal.
All right. go to our goal line guy.
First and goal from the 3. They're knocking on the door.
Just some boring run plays here. I just want to try to kill out that clock a little bit. Guys, this is gonna be so fun. Like when we start trying to upset like a legit team. Like coach mode, you're gonna earn it. It's gonna be really cool. Or I'll just go like 2-10, get fired. Alright, so sim. We're gonna watch the play. We all love the drama of an extra point in a game that you can't block kicks.
And he tacks on the extra point.
I'm happy with the first half so far.
Right now, here's Reese Davis. Reese.
The Cowboys came into the game ranked 16th.
I don't like the interception, but
hoping to make a huge jump in the ranking. Now the question is,
oh man,
how far
the Big
will they
12
fall? And for
taking a loss.
Mississippi State, their season starts with a win. The Bulldogs win it by 10.
Wow, you can feel
Delonte had the idea of letting people who are part of this stream like create a prospect to I'm not going to squiv it. We've been kicking these deep pretty well. Darn it, I forgot to send it. But letting people in the stream like create a prospect, see where they go, we can kind of check in on their career. You guys will have to remind me. We'll have to come up with some kind of like point system so that not everyone's like a 5-star. Like maybe we let everyone be like a 3-star recruit or something, and just see where the chips fall. All right, so they got timeouts.
It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. And they make the stop around the 27-yard line. From their own 27-yard line. Second down.
I don't know if he's going to snap the ball, guys. Now they're able to do cadence like that.
He's to the 40, and he's got the junior, and he's taken down at the 44. No surprises here as we come to the end of the first half.
Actual legit Big 12 game start up,
18-point cushion.
and I get crushed by 34 points.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. Neither ground game very productive in that first half, David, and I really think it came down to each player on the defensive side executing their assignments and trying to get the positive self-determination that they wanted from the defense.
No doubt about it. And you look at the defense is doing such a great job stopping the run. That's the first thing that you do 99% of the time in meetings is, what are we going to do first? Stop the run. Because that's usually the place where you can get gashed the most. It's the simplest. Quarterbacks don't have to go back and make reads. It's designed. You know what they're going to do. But it also comes down to the big boys up front. And those big boys making holes. And right now, I don't see many holes. And I don't care if you have Barry Sanders. I don't care if you have the best running back of all time, whoever it is in your backfield. If there's not a hole, there's no yards to be made. There's nothing they can do. So the defensive line doing a great job stuffing the run.
Just about time to get you back out for the second half. Brad and Kirk will be along in just a second. You're looking forward to keeping an eye on everything around the country.
We get the ball, too.
Well, good game score.
We're locked and loaded. We got all the big screens going. You're going to be looking to hand out some helmet stickers later. We loaded, man.
I'll try you.
Ooh, does Iowa State have helmet stickers? I don't even know. That'd be pretty cool. All right, I'm skipping the rest of that. Didn't sound like they were doing much. Sim watch.
All right, Reese, David, thanks,
so I guess
guys.
we'll just let our special teams coordinator call these plays. Special teams coach.
He's to the 20. He's out to the 30. And down he goes.
Yeah, we got to watch these plays. At least the kickoffs and stuff, right? Oh, well, what do we do here? I'm going to do a screen pass, but with... No, yeah, let's just do this middle
Both sides
screen.
have made their way back out, and we're just about set to get going again. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers.
Zone coverage, this should work out. Alright, I gotta snap the ball, I always forget it.
Tackle at the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
How thick that yellow line is. Good block.
They run it left.
Bad block.
He's tackled right around the 42-yard line.
That's a loss of 2 yards. That'll make it 30.
Bad vision. Come on, cut that back. It's the beauty of coach mode, right?
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Offensive line has done a nice
Strong
job
showing
picking up
by the
blitzes.
defense. You always like to get the other team's offense off the field as fast as you
Got
can.
punt. Talente, you know all this crazy stuff, and you don't know what they do the kill stickers for? Come on, you know that.
Certainly they don't have the return on here. Parker fields it at the 18. He's knocked out of bounds at the 30.
Oh, well.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
So stick with that quarterback. I think we can handle the rest of the team. This quarterback's the killer.
It's 2nd and 11.
You guys got to get in
Ball
on
the
our Golf Club Society, Golf Club 2019. That's been a ton of fun. I just finished my 4th round earlier. There we go.
And he is drilled at the 17.
Finished my 4th round. I'm probably going to finish 3rd in the tournament. We just do a weekly tournament, 4 rounds per week. Really fun. Great game. Good job, Iowa State. There we go. I don't know who any of my players are, but good job, Mr. Scott. This time I think we'll just stay back. Just go to cover
3rd
4
and
here.
long now after the sack.
There we go.
And he tackles him hard at the 8-yard
Cover
line.
sack. Goodness, I hope we can do this against some real teams. Maybe get better players, though. We're working on it.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long.
Waffles, do you know, will we ever see blocks if we watch the play? Like, I know they never, ever happen in a played game, but with coach mode,
White fields it at the 46.
like going into that
And he's taken down
watch
at the 34-yard
mode, does
line.
that change anything? Because that would be awesome. I would like to see some blocks. They definitely happen. Let's see how something like a jet sweep
It's going
holds
to be
up here.
interesting to see how the action shakes out in this series.
Test out some of these
They'll
plays
spread
here
the
before
field
we
here. Let's see what the
call them in a
defense
real
does
game.
with a 5-wide outlook.
Oh boy.
off to the right and is brought down in the backfield.
That is a loss of 4 yards. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Oh, by the way, I won't be streaming tomorrow. If I do, it'll be a different time. Going golfing with a buddy tomorrow during the normal screen time. So our first time out in a million years. Probably have to like wear masks and hazmat suits and everything, but pretty excited.
From the 38-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Ooh, didn't pick it up.
He steps out around the 35-yard line.
Third down.
Oh. Let's do the 4 birds. Let's see
Third
how
down,
they
and
do
they
here.
need to get it to the 24. They'll line up with 5
Blitz.
wide receivers.
Oh, maybe a blitz up the middle. Oh, they are blitzing. Oh,
And he's sacked.
good disguise.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
And that's 3 and out. Nothing going on that series.
It's 2 3-and-outs there. Well, it's 2 punts at least.
4th and long here after the sack. He doesn't want to touch back here. He wants to knock this ball inside the 10.
Not an NCAA, where the game swallows.
And
The
this will be a
ball
touchback.
always bounces towards the end zone. Very hard to land when inbounds. We have a pretty good punter. After those running backs on our team, he's our next best player.
Their last drive broke down and they punted. What do they have in store this time out?
Down 2 possessions, this offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
Receivers got the first down. Tackle made at the 34.
First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 34. And down he goes.
Face
At
mask.
about the 37-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's not an online
so the
one.
offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty.
Little D, it's a so this is just a solo one. I mean, we had a couple that were running on Sim Sports Gaming, which is our website. But again, we have a whole Discord and everything. But there is an active Discord chat. I don't know if there's still a league going. Could you do an online Dynasty coach mode like this? Because that would be freaking awesome if you could. Because we could set one up where it's like there's 12 of us. We could all be in the Big Ten or something, so everyone's got a team or whatever. Pac-12. Because you can only go up to 12 people, but that would be super, super cool. I think the trick is, though, like I'd still want to use like some kind of like recruiting house rules, and those are really hard to monitor. It just had to be like kind of a gentleman's agreement that we're not like scouting players and things like that. So, but that would be cool. It's 1st and 10.
From the 48-yard line. First down.
Oh, nice. Memorial Day weekend. I'm usually up in northern Michigan. Well, I used to be all the time Memorial Day weekend.
And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
My parents live up that way, so I try to get up there in the summer. This year, I mean, obviously it's a little challenging, but we're trying to still go this summer. We usually go when Comic-Con's going on. We've rented out our house actually the last few times, and then we've just gone to Michigan for Comic-Con,
First down.
and that's been fun.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Brown gets about
Yeah, I miss
4
golfing a
yards
lot.
on the
My buddy, I
ball.
feel so bad. My buddy's just single dude, lives by himself, you know, and I think he was just like, I cannot wait to golf. Like, I think he's just so ready to, because we've all been, you know, very respectful of the rules and stuff. Like, we haven't done hardly anything.
33-yard line. Second down.
Like today's, you know, kind of we'll maybe drive around and park the car somewhere and walk around some other neighborhoods just to do something different. Take our dog to some different. God, this quarterback.
And he's level at the 23.
But yeah, I'm excited to go. I'll probably be terrible. I have a little golf down in my backyard that I go and drive into and, you know, hit my irons and stuff, and so that's helping. But we're gonna be pretty rusty, and I'm pretty bad to begin with. So I haven't really started golfing
23-yard line.
consistently until within the last year. It hasn't been a year yet. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Getting older, can't play all the sports I used to always love playing. I mean, I can, just slower, older, much more sore. Usually playing a Sunday softball league out here, but again, that's obviously not happening. Oh yeah, I do like an auto recruit thing. Yeah, that might work. I gotta pay attention here.
They bring him down.
We're almost scoring.
There's
Tough
sack number
defense.
4.
Well, he's being forced to make really quick decisions because he doesn't have any time to throw the ball. That's going to lead to turnovers.
You're right. We're a good zone coverage team, so we'll get some coverage sacks hopefully this year. Third and 12. They're in field goal range. I'm gonna actually blitz the corner
And this
here.
play is number 8 on the
We're gonna
drive.
flip the play and go from the weak side. So weak side corner blitz here. Ooh.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
That's got him.
The defense didn't stop the pass, but they stopped him
Oh,
short of
forced
the
a quick
sticks.
And
pass.
that's the
That's what we
important
need to
thing
do,
here.
so.
Allow him to make the catch, but make sure you...
So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. Kicks up, and it's through the uprights.
Couple rounds in February. Nice. I'm assuming that wasn't in Michigan.
Slaughter has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick
Yeah,
this
we're
one
golfing.
off.
I mean, we'd go a couple times a week.
He'll return it from the
all
6.
the way up to probably
He's out
February,
to the
same
30.
thing.
He's taken down. At the
I don't know if we went,
23-yard
Mark. We were supposed. He was going with us on our trip. We were supposed to be going over to. We were going to Israel, Jordan, Greece. How else were we going? Turkey, and like it was just nerve-wracking because we were leaving in like 3 days, and then finally Europe's like, nope, can't come in here. So we didn't know what we were gonna do.
Let's see what
Like
happens
if we
on
should
this
go
next
and just
drive.
risk it and maybe get locked out on our way back. And
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
it's time to go deep. Do the tight end attack here. See if something comes up.
From their own 37-yard line. It's 2nd down. And he throws it away.
Goodness gracious. Sam Richardson. Can't have this. Just a sophomore. Redshirt sophomore. Oh, curls. Keep it simple. Well, they're definitely blitzing from the left side. There's a dude just standing there. Here they come. Yikes.
He gets
Threw
rid
it.
of this one. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good
Guys.
job here defensively forcing this incomplete
It's
pass.
we're not seeing good progression here. We're not seeing good, I'm going to send this one. See if it gets blocked or something. Alright, down at the 19.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Looks like someone got a head start on the line.
False start, offense.
Maybe he got the cadence
Oh, nice,
wrong coming
Austin.
out of the huddle. The coaches
Seen
have a
earlier,
low
I lived in
threshold for
Austin for a
mistakes
while.
like that.
Fantastic city. Loved Austin. The food is just ridiculous.
1st and 15 now after the
Dude,
penalty.
you gotta, I have to reminisce. You have to tell me like your favorite places to eat in Austin. I was just talking about this yesterday with my wife. Like just some of the stuff I miss as far as food goes in Austin.
He gets hit out of bounds right around the 24-yard line.
Like Torchy's
Quarterback and his
Tacos,
receiver make a great
Via
play
313.
here
I mean, if you have
and
Michigan
convert on an
connections,
early
you gotta go
down.
to Via 313. That's a pizza place like based off of Detroit-style deep dish. I mean, even like their chain, you know, it's one of the rare
2nd and
places
5
outside of the
coming up
West
here.
that has
Ball
In-N-Out
on the
Burger.
24.
Their food is legit in Austin. Breakfast tacos. We're going to Taco Deli. I mean, hell, we even talked about the barbecue places. I lived pretty close when I was there. I lived pretty close to Black's Barbecue. And also Cooper's. Cooper's is super good. You go out into the sticks a little bit more. You got what's it called? What's the one?
It's
Salt
1st
Lake.
and 10.
Salt Lake
Ball on their own
Barbecue.
30.
Damn, just so good. Okay, watch that quarterback, guys. Let's go.
He's taken down at about the 43-yard line.
13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
It's gonna start getting hot in Austin. This is the last couple weeks you got before it's pretty much shutdown time. It's like the opposite problem when I lived in Michigan. You shut down for the winter, and in Austin you shut down in the summer. It's just so damn hot. Oh,
Takes the toss
good
left.
block.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Oh, they kicked the field goal? When the hell did that happen? Second field goal? I'm not paying attention, guys. I'm doing a bad job coaching. You can actually get Cooper's barbecue delivered, I believe, and I'm talking like out of state. Like they'll just like ship it to you frozen.
21-6, Iowa State.
But like, how good is that going to be? You know. Just gonna stay in
Back in
zone
this very
covers.
pivotal 4th
I think
quarter.
eventually we'll force a turnover in these guys. They just keep running the ball though. It's really crazy. There we go.
Scrambling around. And they make the stop right around midfield.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
I'm going to engage 8
Third down,
here.
and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up
See
the
if
first
these
down.
guys can. Oh, thank goodness.
They got to him, and he did not get the first down.
They're just
Picked up a
determined to run the
yard for the
ball.
tailback.
And where are they coming out? Are they going for it? They are going for it. Oh, he lived in Chicago too. I used to live in Chicago too. I lived in Chicago about 11 years. Another great city.
1st down.
We must be on like the same lifeline or something. Oh yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry Block's awesome. Salt looks great. Have you? I'm reading your questions here. Have you tried Wu Chow? No, I haven't tried Wu Chow. I don't think. Salt Lick, they actually have that barbecue wine. It sounds ridiculous, but it's so good. Like it's wine you drink with barbecue, and you'd think like, come on, give me a break. Like it's so good. Yeah, Salt Lake. That place is just a cool spot. Like, we had people come visit. We'd always take them out to Salt Lake because it's just kind of like a, you know, get a little Texas in you. Austin is a lot different than the rest of Texas. So you kind of give them a little taste. We used to go up to, we'd go up to Lake Travis. I think the best burger I had in Austin was actually up in Lake Travis at that one, I can't remember the name of that brewery. Like, you sit up there and it overlooks the lake. It's really pretty. But we'd go up there and get burgers.
And this is the
Oasis, I
ninth
think it's
play of
called.
current
The
drive.
Oasis or something like that. Yeah, Austin. Man, I miss Austin. We were actually planning to go hang out in Austin, just taking like a long weekend before all this stuff happened.
Nice
We
run
got some
there.
friends who still live
They're
there,
really
obviously.
putting a nice drive together right now.
And it seems right now this defense is having a hard time
I like to go
guessing
during the
what the
football
offense is
season,
up
go
to.
see a game. But anyway, if anyone's looking to go check out like a fun city that, you know, isn't your maybe traditional spot,
From the 30-yard
Austin
line.
is just a
First
blast.
down.
Even if you just went and ate food, you'd be in food heaven.
Now he tries to buy
Like, I
some
remember,
time.
like, I'd weigh
And he's
myself
gonna
every
come up
week.
with a sack.
And I'd still be like working out, running when I could. I'd be so happy just to like break even every week. I'm like, oh good, I didn't gain any weight. Because I ate barbecue 3 times and I had breakfast tacos twice. Then I went to Howdy Donut. Or, you know what, just eating ridiculous stuff. Like, you just can't not do it. The food's so good.
So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the setback.
Yeah, Chicago's a great place too. Good food. They hype up their food though. It's not as good as people from Chicago say. No offense.
He's on the run. Runs with
But
it.
Chicago
And he's got
pizza.
room.
It's okay.
Taken
It's good.
down
It's
right
not
around the
the end all be all.
22-yard line.
Like, I can't eat that stuff every week or something. That was like a twice-a-year thing for me. That's some dense pizza. Why can't I like get the perspective down here? It always throws me off. There we go. This different camera angle.
Here's the 12th play of the drive.
My God, they're like dominating us this half. It's getting ridiculous.
And he's tackled
Just
around
lucky
the
they're not very
22-yard
good.
line.
I won't be able to chat when we play Iowa. I'm gonna have to like just not look at the chat whatsoever. Yeah, a lot of people like Chicago pizza. It's not that I don't like it. I mean, who doesn't like, you know, I'll eat any pizza. But like, I still like New York style better. I like Detroit style. Uh-oh, that's a good play.
They're going to pitch it. And he is drilled at the 19.
Nice play. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst coach ever. Distracted and talking about food. My coordinators are probably in their headsets like, can somebody get him to focus down there?
And this is the 14th play of the drive.
They just won't pass. But I'm too afraid to like overcommit. Now they pass. Oh, really strong.
Tackle around the 16-yard line.
Guys, it's only like if they score here, it's like a 1-score game. Like, come on, what is happening? We're gonna blitz here. It's enough's enough.
From the 16-yard line. 2nd down.
I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've been to Chicago. My office is still in Chicago. But when I go back to work now, I go to
5-yard
Minneapolis
pickup
usually.
there on the halfback option.
So I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. It was fun. I missed the mass transit. God, I love not having a car. Chicago's a real fun city. I'm trying to go this year. I'm trying to get some buddies to go see the Lions game this year. I want to start doing that every year. Go to the
It's
Lions
3rd
Bears
down,
game.
and they're about 2 yards shy of the
That's going to
sticks.
happen. I don't care if I go by myself. My wife will go. She's got friends back in Chicago. So.
The lineman got a little ahead of the snap count. Here's the call.
False start. Offense.
It'll be 3rd down again after that penalty.
Oh,
now
cool.
they
Yeah,
have
even
more
the
yards
Oasis
to
like
pick
that.
up for the first down.
It is a hard city to lose weight. Yeah, I can see that. I like lose. Yeah, lose is good. I was pretty close to a lose. For Chicago style, I like lose, and I like Giordano's. I was even closer to a Giordano, so I went there usually. Yeah, Chicago's just it's such a fun city. Like there was always stuff going on, always. I mean, the only bummer is just in the winter. I mean, you're kind of just holed up. And I remember even playing like fall softball. Like I played in the league downtown in the fall, and they're going for it. And which is weird because they do need to score. But I remember just playing in that fall softball league and just being like, this was like it was just a mistake, frankly. I remember just playing and just I feel like you're wearing a snowsuit. It's
He's
so
dribbling.
cold. Tackle him.
He's tackled at the 10-yard line.
Finally.
And so now the ball
They've had the
turned
ball
over
like the
now.
whole damn
Great
quarter.
play there by the D. It's early in the season. But
Can I
they showed
recruit
they
their
don't get
quarterback,
rattled
though?
at all.
Like, can we
I
get
give
him to
them a lot of
transfer?
credit.
Like, what a player. Pistol
Both
here.
teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has
Yeah,
really
oh yeah,
got
and the
to step it up
traffic
and
in
make a stop.
Austin's something else, man. I'm assuming. I mean, they don't have the infrastructure, like, because people are like, why aren't there more people in Chicago? Yeah, of
Bring it
course, there's
down
way more
around
people in
the
Chicago and San
24-yard line.
Diego or whatever, but like, Austin, like, they don't have the infrastructure yet for it. Like, there's all these cars and they're taking like side streets and stuff to like get to work, or like, for instance, like Barton Springs Road. If you're familiar with that area, like just south of the Lady Bird Lake, or whatever the hell they call it, Town Lake. And like, we lived pretty close to that road, and it was friggin' nuts. It was completely nuts how much traffic was on it. Like, that's the road, if you're not familiar, it's the one where they have like the
First and 10.
what's the
Ball on the
Christmassy thing,
24-yard line.
the lights, I forget what it's called now, the December Nights or December Lights or something like that, whatever it's called. But they, I mean, that area was crazy. That's the way my wife would have to go to work.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
But anyway, God, Austin's just so fun. Like, I'd rent a kayak, just go out on the river, and it was awesome. I really, really do miss it.
It's second down, 5 to go. Ball on the
But
29-yard line.
we miss San Diego a lot too. So if we had never lived here, though, I think we would have probably stuck with Austin. I have nothing but just excellent things to say about it. Even the people are just such good people. Just really, really great place to meet.
Takes a pitch.
Like, everyone's just super
And down
friendly.
he goes.
I met friends
At the
really easily
32.
there. And,
Gain of 3 on the play.
yeah, good stuff.
Third down.
Come on, guys. Literally just coasting through this game, not paying any attention. All right, freshman.
So it's
Get
third
this
down,
first down.
and
Do your
they've got
job.
about 2 yards to go. Just over 2 minutes in the game.
Beautiful. Just go down. Dude, get the
Tackle
first
made
down.
around the 33-yard line.
What are you
They
doing?
might have been able to catch the defense off guard with a play-action pass there, but by going to the ground, they didn't have much of an opening.
Now here's my question. If I just do it sim, like, I want to be able to pick the play, though. Because, like, what if my coach tried to go for it there or something? I guess I just have to pick it. It's kind of weird. And I'll have to punt it, right?
Parker back deep to return.
Left-footed punter.
He's to the 40. He's knocked out of bounds.
They've
around
seriously
the
outplayed us this half. I'm
42-yard line.
embarrassed.
Everywhere we go in
I've
college
also been
football,
chatting about
everybody's got a
barbecue the
t-shirt
whole
that
game.
says
We have
finish,
159
finish.
yards. Oh my
Whether that
God.
means finish the game
We are going
or
to get
finish the
slaughtered this
drive.
year. Yeah,
Right now,
Trail
this
of Lights, that
offense
was
is
it.
moving the
I think
ball,
December
but not
Nights is what they
finishing
had
the
in San
drive. They
Diego.
got to execute better down closer to their opponent's territory.
Oh yeah, yeah, South Lamar, that's where we were. Yeah.
So we're just about ready to return to action.
I didn't pick my play.
Quick shot to the tight end. He can't pull it in.
Ryan Brooks, I want to get this kid to transfer. That'd be cool if you could do that. But coach, you got your quarterback's number? You're looking out for your players, right? You know what's best for them.
From their own 42-yard
Don't
line.
be selfish.
Second down.
Good
And
pressure.
he just gets rid of it. Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Screenplay. Good job, guys.
The quarterback there got lucky that the ball wasn't picked off. Sometimes those passes are deflected at the line. They float end over end right into the hands of a linebacker.
I'm sticking with this, but I'm going to bring in the blitz here.
It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it.
embarrassed by our offense.
Complete. He's got room.
Gosh, you guys.
And he's shoved out of bounds at about the 45. And on 4th down, they come up big.
They're taking it one step at a time, and that's exactly what they need to do to get the ball down the field.
Really need to be paying closer attention.
With the pass, incomplete.
Parker was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Can bring that
2nd
weak
and
side
10.
corner blitz here
Ball on
again.
45.
Ooh, it's a good one to call though.
He's in trouble.
There we go. We
And
got
he
it.
hits him hard
Corner
at the
blitz. What a
48.
sack.
That was the loss of 7 on the play.
Look at him working that tackle. Wow, how scrubby is your left tackle? That's pretty bad. I really feel bad for this quarterback. That's pretty damn good. Should play somewhere else.
So the sack makes this 3rd and very long. A little over a minute in the game. Throws it to the outside.
Oh my God.
He's
That
taken down
quarterback's so
at the
good.
17.
I am dead when we play Big 12 schools.
And it looks like they might be bringing some pressure here.
Beautiful.
That's a great tackle at the 23-yard line.
D-line's done a nice job. Our defense overall has done pretty well. It's called a Navajo. Or audible. Never heard that.
Here's a quick throw.
Go man here. Show blitz. It seems
From the
to
23-yard line.
get confused when we
third
disguise our coverage a little bit. Uh-oh, wide open up top. Ooh, he had him earlier. He had
Unbelievable.
him
He had a
beat.
pick in the end zone, and it just slipped right through his hands.
Wow, he is really kicking himself after that one.
We're blitzing the hell out of him on this play. There's no way he's just going to sit back there.
It looks like they're going to
I don't
blitz.
care if he knows it or not.
Well, that one should do it. A 4th down stop here late in the 4th quarter,
Goodness.
and that should be the nail in the coffin in this game. Great stand by the defense.
they could only pass,
and they
they
get
would've
it back for their
honestly
offense.
beaten us.
That's a big-time stop here by the defense. I know we're only in week 1.
I think I
This
have to run the
defense
ball
looks
a
like
little
they're
bit
in
here, right?
mid-season form.
I think I can just kneel it out. Close.
Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive. We have less than a minute to go. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry. The defense calls a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. He takes it right side for
Well,
the game.
The defense had a
We're 1-0,
great
but-
opportunity there, and they let it go. This is an offense
didn't
that's
take a
clearly
timeout.
working
Crazy.
clock. They've got to get more aggressive defensively and attack the line of scrimmage to
quickly
be
just
able to
get to
slow
QB.
down this
There we go.
offense from getting first down.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He takes a knee, looking to take some time off that clock.
170 total yards. Our defense scored on the first play of the game. Oh, my dog's eye still bugging her.
And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score, 21-6, Cyclone. That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.
Take a quick look at some stats. Our defense played pretty well, for sure. See some of the game highlights here, some good camera angles. I thought James White would have a much better day. We just didn't have the ball a lot. They kept the ball quite a bit. See some of these game stats here. See how ugly it really was. First downs, they outdid us. Total yards, they outdid us. They outrushed us. This was a big one here, third downs. Man, EA Sport games, they're so hard to get penalties in. Theirs wasn't too bad. I wonder if I need to put on like aggressive tackling or something. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's just tough. Tough to get those right. Player stats, not a whole lot to write home about. Pretty bad for the redshirt sophomore. He had 68 yards, but damn, 11 carries. You get Chantrell Johnson some more action. The one carrier. Not a whole lot going on, that's for sure. Dang, 3 sacks for Walter Woods III, right up the middle. Yeah, D-line just played really well. Our right end had a blocked pass. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's save out these highlights. Let's see, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I think you just go to manage and then you can just like save all. Yeah, just save all the pictures there and it'll kind of stream those throughout your in the background of your Dynasty. Training for MLB The Show, I do most of it on auto, but every once in a while I'll go in and override something. Just depends on the situation, but fairly hands off. Alright, well, did it. 1-0. I'm going to save this, guys, and try to comfort my dog a little bit. His eye is still bugging her. I feel terrible. Any big upsets? Alabama won just by a point. I don't feel so bad. Tennessee barely even blew out an FCS East school there. Oh my gosh, look at Missouri lost. Missouri, an SEC school, lost to an FCS school. Now I really don't feel so bad. Whoa. That's crazy. We saw those stats. What? Their quarterback didn't get player of the game for them? Come on. Alright, well, that's going to do it for the first episode. I'll probably stream something tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be head coach. Probably going to take one more day off and I'll do the show, just because I'm getting the schedule re-coordinated for Monday. And then, so it'll either be head coach tomorrow, but I don't know. I want to try to get through the preseason, and I haven't played any of those games yet, so I figured you guys probably don't want to watch preseason games. So I don't know, maybe we'll do some more NCAA. There's some good chat going on today. So, but yeah, definitely follow, subscribe to the YouTube page. That's going to notify you. I'm Mike Lowe. You can follow me on Twitter, MikeLowe47. Check us out, simsportsgaming.com. Different leagues. Kind of mentioned the golf club society we have going on right now. Active Madden League. Tons of little tech sim leagues like front office football, out of the park baseball. So those are the things we're doing over there. But I appreciate you guys watching. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to save this up here, and I'll see you next time.